Okay, so let's talk about this. You've heard the word manifesting thrown around everywhere, right? This idea that you can kind of just think your dreams into reality. But how does that actually work? Well, today we are breaking down a super practical, no-nonsense recipe for getting what you truly want. And that's the big question, isn't it? It sounds almost too good to be true. Can you really, systematically get the things you want out of life? The answer? Well, it might surprise you because it has way less to do with magic and a whole lot more to do with having a method. So, this is the version that most of us know. You make a vision board, you believe with every fiber of your being that the universe is going to deliver, and then you just kind of wait. It's almost always framed as this really passive thing where you just have to want something hard enough. But what if that idea is missing the most important parts of the recipe? Turns out that passive approach is a massive misunderstanding. The real secret isn't just believing, it's about having a super clear, actionable plan, a recipe. All right, let's get into the first ingredient. And honestly, this is the foundation for everything else. You can't get what you want if you don't know exactly what it is. Vague desires, they just lead to vague results. The key here is to get hyper-specific. And this is what I mean by specific. It's not just a nice house. It's a house on a specific street. It's not just some nice furniture. It's knowing the exact chandelier you're going to hang in the entryway. The person whose ideas we're talking about today, Amber Scholl, literally puts links to buy the specific handbag she wants on her vision board. The whole point is to make your desires so real and so tangible that they stop being daydreams and start feeling more like a shopping list. Okay, ingredient number 2. Look, big goals can be totally overwhelming, so the trick isn't to try and take some giant, scary leap. It's about building a bridge to your goal one small, consistent, totally manageable step at a time. And this is the perfect example of how that works. When she was working for Postmates and wanted a pair of shoes she couldn't afford, she didn't just get stressed out about it. Nope. She just picked up one single extra delivery every day. That one small action, repeated over and over, got her the shoes in just 2 weeks. It's a simple formula, right? A small goal, a tangible action, and then doing it every single day. That is the engine that turns big dreams into things you actually own. All right, on to ingredient number 3. And this is all about taking action. You've figured out what you want. You've broken it down. Now you have to actually go out into the world and get it. This is where the recipe moves from just planning in your head to actually making moves in the real world. This slide nails the difference. Passive wishing is just hoping you stumble upon a good deal. Active seeking, that's how she found $5,000 designer ruby slippers for just $300. That deal was out there on the internet for anyone to find, but she got it because she was the one actively looking for the treasure. Opportunities are literally everywhere, but they only really show up for the people who are out there seeking them. I mean, this is such a powerful way to think. You have to be bold enough to ask for what you want. Scholl tells this story about seeing a beautiful fireplace in an apartment she wasn't even going to buy and immediately thinking, that needs to be mine. You gotta have the guts to use that megaphone, to declare what you want and just put that energy out there. So what's with this number? It's all about extreme persistence. Success is often just a numbers game. You might hear no 10,000 times, you might fail 10,000 times, but the person who actually gets what they want, they're the one who's willing to get up and try that 10,001st time. We all see the home runs, but we forget about all the swings and misses that came first. So, we've got our ingredients, but how do they all come together to make the final product? Well, this next part is the big aha moment. It's the central idea that makes this whole recipe click. This right here is the core concept. Getting what you want isn't some lucky break, it's not magic, it's a process. If you get the right ingredients, the clarity, the small steps, the action, the persistence, and you follow the recipe, the outcome isn't some happy accident. It's the logical, expected result. You're not surprised when you have a cake at the end. You knew the cake was coming because you did all the work to make it. But of course, life isn't perfect. Sometimes you follow the recipe to a T and things still go wrong. You get rejected, you fail, the cake just doesn't rise. So, what do you do when you don't get what you want? There's an amazing story behind this. After a really tough setback, she was trying to type out this piece of advice: you can't mess up fate. And her phone autocorrected it. And that became this powerful new mantra. Just having faith that when one door closes, it's usually because something way, way better is waiting for you. Sometimes, not getting what you think you want is the biggest blessing of all. And finally, let's add the finishing touch to our recipe. This is less about a specific goal and more about how you move through the world every single day. You could call it the ultimate cheat code. The principle is so simple. Just be a good person. Treat everyone with kindness and respect. And this isn't about being fake or trying to manipulate people to get stuff. It's about building a genuine network of people who actually want to see you succeed. When you make the whole world root for you, help and opportunities just start showing up from places you would never expect. Your reputation is your most valuable asset. So the big takeaway here is that getting what you want isn't a mystery. It's a recipe. And you have all the ingredients: hyper-specific goals, tiny, manageable steps, relentless action, and a foundation of just being kind. So the only question left is, what are you going to create with it?